Welcome in, guys. How's everyone doing today? Trauma, you're first. How's the weekend treating you? We're back streaming on a Saturday. Yeah. Hi, Cookie. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Well, we missed a couple days this week, or one day that just kept getting pushed because of traffic. So I thought, well, it's rainy outside today, so we might as well cook something. Sam and I need to eat, so I really wanted to make these enchiladas as well, so didn't want to put it off any longer.
Let's start this stream off with a bang. Can't believe we have been doing this for this long. Well done, honey boo.
Honey boo! 21 months! Holy, 3 more months, Sammy. And it'll be 2 years for us. Thank you, thank you. It is now a great day. Yes. Hi, Nike. Yeah, you are baked. Trauma! With 2 months in a row. Thank you very much. Look at these subs rolling in.
2 months? I feel like Trauma's been around forever.
Yeah, it feels like forever. That's when you know. Okay, so Mexican food today. And this is a little bit special because Sam has actually never had enchiladas before and I've never made them before. So this is a first for both of us as well. And it's actually quite an easy food. I remember my mom making them when I was growing up and it was one of my more up there meals that she made. I always liked eating enchiladas. So I thought that we would share this knowledge with Sammy. So we should learn a little bit before we make our enchiladas because I always like to know the history behind the dishes that we make. Get that out of there. Spanish rice, stuffed peppers for dinner there tonight. Yum. That sounds so good as well. 444 till we hit 100K views. That might happen this weekend then. If we stream tomorrow, that might happen, guys. If we're lucky. Okay, so enchilada. It is a corn tortilla rolled around a filling and covered with a savory sauce. So that is like a very vague description, which leads me to believe that there can be all sorts of combinations of enchiladas. Which, the next sentence, enchiladas can be filled with a variety of ingredients, including various meats, cheese, beans, potatoes, vegetables, or combinations. A variety of sauces can also be used to cover the enchiladas, including chili-based sauces, such as salsa roja, so a red salsa, various moles, which take a little bit longer to make, or cheese-based sauces, such as chile con queso, which I've never had, but that sounds amazingly delicious. Originating in Mexico, enchiladas are a popular dish throughout Mexico and the American Southwest. So I was actually really excited to hear that this wasn't just another Tex-Mex dish, it's actually traditionally Mexican. And I love Mexican food.
Look at this guy. Come here quickly. Just send Pasha up real quick.
What's this guy? Squirrely Roo, just munching his stuff on the deck. He's so cute. Aw. He's like feels so safe. His tail's not even puffed up or anything.
Nope.
Oh, I think he might go back up on the railing. Just the neighborhood squirrel. Distractions. So the real Academia Española, so the Spanish dictionary, defines the word enchilada as used in Mexico as a rolled maize tortilla, so corn, stuffed with meat, covered with a tomato and chili sauce. Enchilada is the past participle of Spanish enchilar, which means to add chili pepper to, or literally to season or decorate with chili. Everyone's with me still? So the practice of rolling tortillas around other food dates back at least to Mayan times. The people living in the lake region of the Valley of Mexico traditionally ate corn tortillas folded or rolled around small fish. Yum. Okay guys, so today we are making smoked turkey enchiladas with a green based sauce, so salsa verde. And we're also gonna throw poblanos in there, a little bit of corn for sweetness. And then to make it just a touch creamy is we're gonna add sour cream as well. So check out our ingredients. This is our little Mexican tray of goodies for today. So tomatillos, cilantro, garlic, and onion are what we use to make the salsa verde. And I thought we would just throw in the green onions and a couple of red chili peppers because I don't have any jalapenos. These are from the garden. And then if these avos are good, I'm really hoping so. They do feel a little bit soft. We'll either make guacamole or we'll blend the avo into the salsa verde and make like a creamy salsa verde instead. Thai chilies, yep. That's exactly what they are. I mean, the plant that those chilies came from was called ring of fire. Ring of fire pepper. So I did link the recipe for us today. If you guys want to check it out, it is a Serious Eats recipe. Are they sweet? No. They are really spicy. Hi, Tom. How are you? So the recipe is the best creamy chicken enchiladas, but we're gonna go with smoked turkey today since we had that left over from Canadian Thanksgiving. I thought we would use that up pretty quickly. I'm doing really good, man. Thanks for asking. Just cooking a little bit of lunch for Sammy and I, and then we're gonna take a little ride into town, pick up some groceries, go to the butcher shop, stuff like that. Thought we would drive around today since the weather is crappy.
Get our steak for the Tabatai.
Yeah, we're picking up a nice ribeye for stream tomorrow since you guys wanted a steak stream. That's happening. That's a good idea, Tom, right? It's like adulting or not. We're gonna choose not adulting. Who needs groceries when you have beer? All right, so what we have to do, we are going to intensify the flavor of this salsa verde by roasting some of these vegetables off before we blend the sauce. Especially roasting the poblanos to get the skin off. I think that's a very important part of this recipe. So that should take around 15 minutes in the oven, and you just stick it under a broiler. So really, really simple. It's basically the same as grilling it, but most of us don't have a grill inside. So we're gonna roast it. It's okay, Sammy, we're not gonna wait that long. He's sad now. He just pointed to the egg. He's like, egg? Yeah, adulting or college? College. Calories are calories, it's true. Okay, so that's the first step in the recipe. And then for this recipe, they cook the chicken in some chicken stock. But since our turkey has already been smoked and cooked, we're gonna skip that step. So we don't need the chicken stock that they call for here. So basically, once we finish roasting off all our vegetables, we put it into a Dutch oven and start making our sauce. We blend it up in the Dutch oven, and then we add our turkey pieces into that sauce. And that's what we fill the tortillas with. And this recipe calls for a 13x9 Pyrex baking pan. So if there's only 2 of you when you make this recipe, you'll definitely have leftovers, which is awesome. I can see this being something that's good reheated as well. Okay, and this only bakes for about 15 to 20 minutes. So a really quick bake, because once the tortillas are rolled and stuffed, everything's already cooked in it. So really all we're doing is kind of melding everything together and melting our cheese on top. So this should be a pretty quick meal, actually. Nike, you made an Angus beef and provolone stuffed portobello shroom cap. Yum. Topped it with a garlic herb butter, sliced shroom sauce, and roasted Brussels sprouts and carrots. That sounds so good, dude. Well done. Trauma is saying, skip the Brussels. I have some Brussels in the fridge that are waiting for me to cook them up. All right, let's get our oven set to broil. And then we will start preparing all our vegetables to roast. We'll put them on a sheet pan all together. And then maybe while that's roasting, we can start chopping up our turkey for the filling. I love Brussels as well. We didn't grow any this year, hey Sam? And those were actually really tasty when we grew them last year. But they do take up a lot of room in the garden, which I think is the reason why we didn't grow them. But if you can get them like from a farm, Nike, holy, the flavor literally tastes just like a little sweet cabbage, a baby cabbage. All right, I need to move a couple things around in here. Take the seasoned cast irons out. Don't need that. But we will take the sheet pan. And we probably don't need the pizza stone either. Okay, now we are good to go. Nike, you still feeling good on your little keto diet or what, man? Okay, so first things we need to roast: tomatillos, onion, garlic, poblano. Everything else can just go off to the side for now. Turn our broiler on. Heckin' yeah, that is so good, dude. I'm really happy for you. What does it say to do with the poblanos? Doesn't say anything. So we will roast the poblanos whole. So that's really easy. But I think before we roast them, we should actually rub them down with a little bit of oil, and that will help the skin to separate from the flesh. Just gonna smash our garlic. And because we're gonna broil this, is we don't wanna put any parchment paper down on the sheet pan, otherwise it will light on fire in your oven. Unless you're feeling a little bit crazy today. I don't feel like putting out a fire. And then for the onion, I'll just cut a bit smaller, because the more surface area we have, the more we'll be able to char or caramelize. This side of the onion is not looking super good. What's going on here? Is this real? It's dead on the inside. Okay, it's only part of it. We're okay, guys. Yeah, definitely want to clean that out. That's a bad onion, for sure, man. And you would not know until you cut into it. I hate when that happens. Definitely do not like the flavor of mold. So we're gonna take all of that out. And that's okay if we lost a little bit of this onion. The red version of this would be really good too, where you use chipotles, but I thought we would do green since we already have the smoky flavor from the turkey. Whereas the red, you would get the smoky flavor from the chipotle instead. So that's the other option here. What I'm gonna do with the onion, maybe just cut it into 6 pieces once it's in half. You got nice chunks like that. You lost 70 pounds doing keto? That's awesome, Tom. I think it for sure works for some people, but everyone's body is different, so they might react to the diet a little bit different, right? Could be better for some people than others. Okay, this is what we're looking at so far. Whew, the onion's trying to get me. And now the tomatillos. That's good that you haven't cheated. 1 serving and a slice of pie. People at work would give you shit for eating a plate of bacon for breakfast. That's amazing. Yeah, I'd be like, can I have some bacon? So, tomatillos. Not related to the tomato, even though they have a similar name. This is actually part of the gooseberry family, which is why it has the husk on the outside. So they're not sweet like a tomato either. They have a little bit of fruity flavor, almost like a melon maybe, but other than that, maybe a touch like tart or bitter. But it's really great to use in a sauce. You got mocked for eating a beef and barley burger every day for breakfast at work. You're like, you can see your feet when you look down. Yeah. And then they stop mocking you. Exactly, Paul. Also, hello, man. Hope your weekend is good. Once again, though, they're just jealous that they didn't have a beef and barley burger for breakfast. That's all that is. Otherwise, why would you make fun of what other people are eating? Nike. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. That's probably way better than like the crappy cereal that they ate. Okay, tomatillos, I'm just gonna slice in half because once again, we'll have more surface area to caramelize and roast. These are really nice tomatillos. All right, now let's get some oil. Just gonna use some vegetable oil. I don't wanna go olive since we're roasting at a really high heat. You started eating skyr skyr. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Skyr yogurt and blueberries in the mornings. Yeah, it's so thick. I mean, we have yogurt and blueberries in our smoothie every morning during the week. I think that's what keeps us pretty healthy. I love bloobs. Just a burger with a fried egg, bacon, and hash browns on it. Yum. That's a breakfast burger indeed. Okay, now we can just kind of toss everything around. And we'll put that under the broiler. Maybe we'll do tomatillos skin side up. Okay, these poblanos, just massage them with the oil. And that'll help the skin separate from the flesh. Be easy to peel later on. And we'll toss our onion and garlic in a little bit of oil. And now into the oven. And now we'll just watch this every couple of minutes. Probably be able to pay attention just by listening to the sizzle sounds coming from under the broiler. But should take around 10 to 15 minutes, it says, to properly char everything. And then one thing we'll have to do when the poblanos come out is we'll have to kind of steam them. So when they come out of the oven is we'll have to put them into a bowl big enough to hold them. And then we're gonna cover that bowl tight with plastic wrap. And that's gonna kind of steam it and also help the skin come off the flesh even easier. So that's a little trick as well. So into the oven with this. I'll grab the turkey out. We can start cutting that up. And this should start to smell pretty good as well once this gets roasting. Yeah, Paul, she'll take Nike's hash browns. What did I call ya? What's she saying over here? Okay, so I have a touch of leg meat that's already been pulled. And then I have quite a bit of turkey breast. So I don't think we're gonna use all of this turkey breast. I'll take some of it out and then we'll re-vacuum seal it. Yeah. You call me a turkey? Turglurk? Oh my gosh, you're tofurkey now? Don't even say it, man. You are the farthest thing from that. Ryan! 20 months as well. Thank you so much, man. How are you doing? Whoop, whoop. Thank you for the resub. Hey, Mickey. How are you doing? Okay, so let's break this up into the bowl. That almost might be enough on its own, and see kind of what we're working with. So I don't want any weird stringy pieces of skin or anything like that, or tendons. So let's be a touch picky. What? 6 months as well with Mickey. Thank you so much. Mom got the all clear. Amazing. Congrats, man. She's cleared. She beat the dang thing. F cancer. I'm so happy for you, Mickey. Knew she would beat it. It's been really bad the last few months. Aw. Well, I'm glad you hung in there. Just a little bit of hope is all we needed. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I'll just break it up into a touch smaller pieces now, or maybe cut it. Finding a tendon right here. No tendons. I'm gonna cut that on a separate cutting board. Ooh, hey Joker. Oven baked corn with the husk is delicious. I believe it. There's something about leaving the husk on that keeps it like more corny almost. You get a more intense corn flavor, or it also keeps it more moist maybe. It's really yummy. Okay, so we just want to go bite size with this. Maybe just cut it up into some maybe 1-inch-ish pieces. If it's a little bit bigger, that's okay. You were mad when you were a kid and your mom put corn cobs in the oven and they didn't turn into popcorn. Yeah, what the heck, right? You mean this isn't how you make popcorn? I hear some popping in the oven. Those poblanos, they're popping. They're getting roasty toasty. It was also your birthday last week. Happy belated, Mickey. Did you guys celebrate? Do anything fun? That was just a piece of fat. Not really. That's all right though. Sometimes it's nice to have just like a really relaxing birthday. Turkey has so many tendons in it. It's crazy. I don't want to put the skin in because it's kind of a funny texture. Okay, there's our leg meat. All nicely chopped up. And I think that the recipe only uses 2 chicken breasts. So this might be enough. I might not even have to open up the other one. Oh, it was during the week. The worst, right? You had a few glasses of wine. Well, that's better. That sounds nice. Oven's smelling really good. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of the turkey breast in. Just a touch. We're gonna save this nice big piece. And let's take some of the smaller pieces that are already cut up. There we go. Reorganize a touch. Yum. Okay, who in here has made enchiladas before? Or maybe eaten them? You've made them before? Yes. Guys, I've never even made these before. I've only ever eaten them. You got one up on me even. You've eaten them a lot. Yum. This is gonna be good. Starting to smell like roasted peppers in here and onions. We'll sneak a peek in a sec. See how our veggies are doing. You like making cheese and onion enchiladas. Nice. Keeping it vegetarian. I like it. Just put this extra turkey back in the fridge for now. We can take out our tortillas as well. Tortillas. Oh yeah. Okay, nothing too crazy yet. I think we should take that a little bit farther still. It's just starting to blister, but we want that really nice and charred. But you can see how the skin is already starting to split. That's what we want. That is what we want. Yeah, vegetarian Mexican or Tex-Mex. Can't say no to beans and cheese. Now you have to make it a cauliflower tortilla if that's a thing. I don't know if that would hold together, Nike. So you can't have corn or flour? This is madness. Okay, what else do we have to do here? We still have to chop up the cilantro and the green onion. So let's do that. And also grate our cheese. So let's put the turkey to the side for now. Get our herbs over here. So use whatever type of cheese you guys want. I have this herb and garlic cheddar that I need to use up, so that's what I'm gonna do. But the recipe does call for pepper jack, if you can get that. Corn has too much starchy carbs and sugars. Oh yeah, corn has a lot of sugar. A lot. So the recipe doesn't call for green onion, but I thought that we would add it to the salsa verde anyways, because I just need to use these up. I didn't want them to get wasted. And then the cilantro, because I don't have a ton of the cilantro, I'm actually gonna chop up the stem as well. You can do that. It's not as stringy as parsley. So a lot of people use the cilantro stem because it does have extra flavor too. We can just actually rough chop this. You don't really need to thinly slice it because it's gonna get blended up. And same with this. Okay, I hear some more sizzling in the oven, so now might be the time that we flip some stuff over. Yum. Look at those tomatillos. I might actually take those off of the tray. Sneak them into the bowl already. Because all the juice is coming out. We don't want to waste all that good stuff. So those are done. Actually, maybe I'll just try and pour that juice into this bowl for the salsa. Mickey, you're making beef tomorrow. Not sure what to put with it. I always like potatoes. Potatoes and beef. Maybe some squash or Brussels sprouts. Or carrots. Beef and carrots is always a good combo as well. Okay, there we go, guys. So now we have a little bit more room on our tray. Let's flip our peppers. Give our onions and garlic a little toss around as well. Actually, I'm gonna take this piece of garlic off. Both of them. And just need a little bit more color on the rest of this stuff. So maybe 5 more minutes. We'll say 5 to 10, and then we'll take a look at it again. Ooh, in the slow cooker, nice. Well, I mean, you could definitely add carrots in with the beef, but they'll go pretty soft. So it might be better to roast the carrots and potatoes up separately. Like you're only doing keto for a few months and then going back to having some corn and potatoes, but no sugars and breads. That's good. That's a good way to do it. Potatoes, onions, and mushrooms. Yes, Tom. That's also good with beef. Mushrooms. Put the mushrooms in with the beef in the slow cooker. Let's cut the cheese. Cutting that cheese. Let's say, we need to use this up. Let's go that much cheese. Yeah, way ahead of you. Oh no. Glad we can't smell that through the screen. Yeah, very cheesy. I hear more popping in the oven. Yeah, cheese. Why are you cheesing? Oh, yeah, Brock cheddar soup. Watch out, world. You need to eat that when you know you have nothing to do the next day. How to not make friends. Yeah, good Lord. When you even gross yourself out, Tom. Cheesy hype for sure. I mean, this is more of a hill than a mountain. I know Dust would be disappointed if he was watching right now. He'd be like, that's no cheese mountain. But it counts for something. You don't have the patience for bread doughs? You've made people gag. Yeah, I hate to brag. Yuck. You should make it, Polish. Like, how's your sourdough starter doing? You gave up on it? Pizza dough is so easy to make. I believe in you, Polish. I think you could do it. Just put this cheese into a container for now. Because that's basically the last thing going on this dish before it goes in the oven. Oh, you know what we're also doing on stream tomorrow is making bagel dough together. We're boiling off bagels on Monday and baking them for dinner. Yas. First time on Cook with Kate. We're making bagels. I know you guys have wanted this for a long time. All dressed bagels. The starter died after day 3, and also there's no bread flour in town. It's all purpose or bust. I mean, you can use all purpose for sure. Yeah, bagels. You're gonna love that stream, Nike. You're going to love it. I don't know what to call these bagels. I mean, they're not New York because we're not using New York water. So I guess they're Montreal style. Or we just call them souk style bagels because that's where the water is from. Okay. Just want to see where we add the sour cream to this stuff. Chicken is cooked, remove from heat, transfer the chicken to a large bowl, shred the chicken, add the sauce, some cheese, and some sour cream to combine, and then we use the rest of the sauce to put underneath and on top of the tortillas with the rest of the cheese. Okay, I will grab the sour cream out now. And then the only other thing we need is just some salt and pepper for our sauce. You want to make sure it's really tasty before we put everything together. And let's check on our roasting vegetables. Yep, they're almost there. Almost there. I'm a little bit sad, guys. I don't have any limes, but we might have to use some lemon juice for some acidity in our salsa verde. And the sun decides to come out. Holy, I have to adjust the blinds. This is crazy. I am shocked. I didn't check out the Humble Bundle, but I did see your message, Polish. Thank you. I was going to do that today. I usually check out like all my little project-y things on the weekend. And I just stay focused on the stream during the week and working. You guys have had heavy rains, Mickey? We have some heavy rain incoming. I do know that. Hey, Torino. How's your weekend going, man? The only bread you can make is bannock. Well, that's better than nothing. Weekends suck. How come? That's crazy talk, man. Weekends are like perfect time to work on yourself. Yes, this is a tray of happiness, my friends. Look at those roasty, toasty veggies. The nice blistering on the onion as well. Look at that charred skin. So we gotta get those poblanos right into the bowl. And cover them up. Boom. Boom. Do that. I was broiling those, Trino. We turned it all the way up. Whoa, you guys have already had 50 plus centimeters of snow, Polish? That's insane, dude. Thanks, Mickey. So see how that's already steaming? This is actually gonna like puff up. And then basically once the steam goes away, we know it's cooled off enough to peel and get the seeds out. So that we will just put aside for now. We'll keep our eye on it. And then the rest of this is we're just gonna pour into the bowl with the tomatillos. And actually, I think instead of doing that, we'll just have to transfer all of this into a blender anyways. If it rained there right now, the town would be a block of ice. That's nuts. It's already that cold. It's still warm here. Like it's still, I think, plus 10-ish. If any of you want to escape winter, you know where to go. I just poured a touch of water on this to get any of the delicious juices off. A foot of snow, nutso. Okay, yeah, this is looking so good. Let's just do this. So our cilantro and green onion right into the blender. I'll pour this stuff as well. Oh, I do not miss those like cold winds. That's for sure. Yeah, it's only -6, but it actually feels like -15. She's upset, yeah, that she can't watch the cars drive by. The snowbank is too tall. Yeah, exactly, Torino. It's shorts weather in Canada until it hits -40. Yep, Sam's been wearing shorts to work like almost every day this week. Okay, cut open our tortillas. We just went with plain flour tortillas, but you can do corn as well if you want. Corn tortillas will just be a little bit more difficult to roll because they're a touch drier and more brittle. So what the recipe says, if you want to use corn, is actually dip it in a little bit of this sauce once it's blended, and then that will soften the corn tortilla up and make it more pliable. Okay, let's see how these are doing. Leave our lemon on this side. Yeah, elastic waistband pants. They don't qualify as real pants, but that's what I wear to work every day. Okay, I am putting gloves on for these because I don't know if they're gonna be spicy or not. So we're gonna peel the skins off and take the seeds out. They are mild, but every now and then is you get a spicy poblano that like surprises the heck out of you. And I've had that happen way too many times, so now I just process them with caution. They're still a little bit hot, but see how we can easily peel this skin off. Otherwise, it's just a little bit tough. It doesn't really break down when it gets cooked. It goes kind of papery and that's it, which is not the best mouthfeel. And then we can also see the skin is like very thin. It's okay if you can't get every single bit of skin off because we are still blending this as well. The best work pants you ever have, you have 2 pairs from Duluth Trading Co. Firehose Flex Carpenter's pants. What? I really need to get some like painting pants. Like some Dickies or something like that. I think those would be awesome for summertime or like springtime as well. All right, so now that this skin is off, we should be able to just peel the pepper away, and then I just take the piece of pepper between my hands and just take all the seeds off like that. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can do this. Take the entire core out. It's crazy how many seeds poblanos have. You don't like your legs covered or socks? I can understand that. I like slippers more than socks. Yeah, I do like shopping at Mark's, especially when they have sales on, Polish, which is almost always. They do have some awesome clothes. That's actually where I've gotten most of my stuff already. The seeds would be nice growing. You know what? I saw someone selling shishito pepper seeds. I am a little bit interested in growing those for next year. And then I also, I think, saw someone selling padron pepper seeds, which are pretty rare. And they're actually only supposed to be grown in Spain. If they're not grown in Spain, then you can't actually call them padron peppers, which is like very similar to shishito. Most people would confuse them. But the padrones are like way more expensive if you find them in the store. Something special about those. Never had them, guys. Hey, Sasha Gray, how are you? Oh, your lemon plants sprouted? I think that's my like next big plant purchase for like indoors is getting a lemon tree. Apparently they grow really well here inside, and then you can put them outside in the summertime. Yeah, I do love blistered shishitos, which is why I was like, oh, those would be delicious on the grill in the summer. Uranus, are you the only person that hates slippers? I don't think so. Slippers are like an acquired feel. And you definitely don't need slippers, I think, if you have carpet in your house. But like we live in a basement suite, so the floor can get cold sometimes. So that's why we always have slippers. And also, maybe I'll say that you just haven't found the right ones yet. You're growing a jalapeno plant in your closet in a bottle with the Kratky method. What is that? What is this madness, Torino? Okay, last poblano, and then we're making this salsa verde up. We also got to pull out some corn kernels from the freezer. That's our little bit of sweetness in the enchiladas. Nike, you still in here, man? Oh, it's just letting the plant grow in water. Cool. So is that like hydroponic then? Same thing? You have to remove the husk around the lemon seeds, put them in a damp paper towel for a week or two in a Ziploc bag before planting them. So you just used the seeds from like a store-bought lemon? Just took the seeds out. What? That's so cool. And it's actually working. Well done, Polish. Well done. I wonder if I can get some seeds from one of the farms here for citrus. That way I know it's like, it's been bred to grow in this climate, right? So it should last a long time. Okay, that's all the scraps from the poblanos. Done with those. Can take our gloves off now. Okay, you started it in your aero garden. Those things are pretty cool too. Citrus trees don't do well there, but you have amazing apples. Where are you at, Uranus? That's actually something I want to get into in the new year, is propagating plants. North Carolina, cool. That is good to know. What type of apples do you grow? Yeah, the Meyer lemon growing thread. Hey, Sporks. We're just talking about growing citrus and other plants. Okay, let's start this blending, and then a couple things that we'll have to add. Maybe a little bit of acidity, definitely some salt and pepper, but I like to blend everything up first and then taste it and see what it needs. And it's okay if this is a little bit chunky too, it said. So up to you whether you want to make it really smooth or chunky. Just gonna start it on low and see what happens. We need a touch of liquid, for sure. I'm gonna start with half a cup. Start low, because once we add the liquid, we can't really take it away. Touch more. So another half cup. It's smelling so good. Such a big difference between roasting the vegetables for salsa and not. There we go. Still got to put our couple of chilies in here as well. Canada, yeah, might not be prime citrus territory. I heard out here on the West Coast, though, is they grow pretty easily. Spicing up our lives. Golden Delicious and Macintosh. Let's check it out. Dun-na-na-na. Nice color. Really nice color. I like that kind of funky green. Ryan, your little dwarf lemon trees have about 40 lemons per tree. Some are even yellow. That's amazing. I hope I can do that one day. Okay, this texture of this is really nice as well. So let's see what we're working with. Touch of spice. Touch of spice from the 3 chilies that we added. It's really nice, but there's also like a really good sweetness from us roasting the onions. Oh, the video you watched about trying to grow the lemon was by a guy in Nova Scotia? Sweet. Aw, yeah, the indoor lemon tree now lives in Kamloops. At least it's still doing well. Okay, we definitely need to add some acidity. Wish I had lime, but we will make do with lemon. And I don't want this to go too lemony, so I'm gonna start with half a lemon and then add the other half if I feel like we need it. Definitely needs probably a couple teaspoons of salt. And then I always like to put just a nice hit of cracked pepper in the salsa. Especially if it's roasted, I think black pepper will be awesome in here. Okay, we'll go back over to the blender, blend this one more time, and then we should be good. Hopefully we nailed all of our seasonings. Yes, bay trees. I still have to go splice a branch off the one at my old job. Sneak in there at night. Take a branch of bay and then plant it. I think we still need a touch more salt. And I'll add the rest of the lemon as well. Hey Scat, how's it going? Yeah, the word lemony, that should be in the dictionary. The lemon makes it taste not as spicy either. Are you having a good weekend, Scat? Okay, I will be right back. 30 seconds. All right, back. Oh, you're working. That's the worst, Scat. Oh, cuttings of bay tree for lobsters, sporks? This could be a trade. I like trading. I feel like that's a very Canadian thing. Okay, Paul, see you in a little bit, man. Hopefully you can catch the end of this. Perfect. Really, really good. I am so happy with that. All right, so now I'm gonna add the corn into here. I'm just using frozen kernels that I might just throw under a little bit of warm water for a couple of seconds, just to thaw them. It'll be better. That way we don't have something really cold going into here. Polish, I just saw that. And nature calls. So good. Loris nobilis, Turkish bay, the regular one. Next to impossible to find them out here. And of course, there's a little demand. Pretty sure that's the one that we had at Wild Mountain. Let me see this. It was so fragrant. It's like one of my favorite things to use. Yep, that's for sure what it is. So good. And it is massive. Like this bay bush is like 8 feet tall. Oh, roundy leaves. Maybe it's not the one then. 'Cause I think the leaves were pointy. Let's do a cup of corn in the enchiladas. You don't want to make them too sweet. And plus we still have the vegetables. They've just been blended, that's all. We're having liquid vegetables. That's easy. Once established, they're bulletproof. Camphor smell is really strong in the Californian, but of course you cook with dried bay, where the Turkish are better. California make great wreaths. Yeah, it is insanely fragrant. Yes, Scat. Oh, you're gardening? I mean, once I get this greenhouse up, I'll be getting seedlings and stuff going pretty quickly here. Would love to get some stuff growing in the greenhouse over the winter as well. Be my first time using a greenhouse, so if anyone has any pointers, let me know. Hiya, Karen. Titan, what do you usually plant in your garden? Okay, so recipe says add a cup of our sauce in with either chicken or turkey, as well as a couple spoonfuls of sour cream, or if you can get access to it, Mexican crema. But I cannot find that here. Yeah, the ex-spice merchant. Okay, I'll see you the next time I'm around that area. Get caught like stealing a bay branch at night. Excuse me, what are you doing? I just wanted some bay leaf. Sorry. I guess you'll just have to make your own Torino. If no one knows what creme fraiche is.
434 gift with a tier 1 sub to Mr. Spork's hands.
Scat!
21 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you so much for gifting the subs to Mr. Sporks. Okay, and then obviously we can also say that if we didn't want to make creamy enchiladas, then we could leave the sour cream out. But I think it's gonna be really delicious. And it will also tame down the spice a bit. Heavy cream and sour cream, yeah, you're basically there anyways. It takes 3 days to make it at home, Torino. Really, really simple. What is it? 2 cups of whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of buttermilk, and you just let that sit out. Okay, let's get saucy. Should be good. That's really good. Yeah, in the winter, you do have to find a warmer spot, hey? Well, this is looking quite delicious and very green. Don't want a dry filling, okay, guys? Don't want a dry filling at all. And then it also says to just sprinkle in a little bit of cheese that you grated for the top as well. So we'll do something like that, because cheese inside is also good. Holy Titan, that's an awesome garden. Oh, you used to plant melons, but the deer like them too much. Okay, I'll note that. Although melons do grow really well out here. And the deer can't get into my garden, so I should be okay. Okay, let's give this a taste. A little bit of everything in one bite. Mmm. The smoked turkey in there is so freaking good, you guys. It's really reminding me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. Just gonna sprinkle a touch more salt. Just because this is going into tortillas, which are not super salty. We just need it a bit more salty than you usually would do. Otherwise, it will taste unseasoned or under-seasoned. And the sweetness of the corn, like smoky turkey, sweet corn, and the roasted veggies. Heck yeah. Okay, now we get to assemble. So now that we're at this stage, I think it's safe that we turn on the oven to start preheating, so that as soon as this is assembled, it can go in and start baking. Does rosemary survive winter temps? Yep, it should. It's a pretty strong herb. Yeah, lobsters for scat too. Ooh, 8x4 scat. You should be good to plant like quite a few things in there. Gophers love green beans. Thank gosh we don't have gophers here, but we do have some rats sometimes. All right, let's see what this says to bake at. Okay, let's do 400 Fahrenheit. That is heating up for us. So first step is to put a little bit of our salsa verde down in the bottom of the pan so that the tortillas don't stick when it bakes. Oh, amazing. You got beehives. Let me just say thank you. You are help saving the world, one bee at a time. We don't want to go too crazy with the sauce. There's that. Now, next up, make room for the tortillas. So those will fit perfectly. I think it's usually 6 or 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it also depends on how much you fill them and how fat you make the tortillas, right? Hi, Steam. How's your weekend going so far? Okay, stack of tortillas. Drop our smoked turkey, corn, and creamy salsa verde in there. We need to divide it pretty evenly as well between the tortillas. So try and keep enough for 6. And then just kind of shimmy it in there because you want the filling to go to the end. Otherwise, you're just eating like dry tortilla, right? And now all we do is roll it. You want to go nice and tight. You don't want this to fall apart. Oh no, we're losing our stuff. And then once we have that rolled, bring our pan back into view here. Then we put seam side down into the pan. It's okay if we have to squish it a touch. At least I think so. So we're probably gonna get maybe even 7. These are gonna make some dang good leftovers. Keep losing it out the side, guys. The worst. There we go. That fits quite nicely. Nice, Ryan. You're streaming today? What are you cooking? What you got cooking up? No, no. There is still cheese for the top. It's okay. Plant some horseradish. You can't kill it, Spork says. You would be starving? Yeah. Either come right after you eat and watch the stream, or always have a snack on hand. Those are some pointers. Squish them in there. Lemon ginger chicken with a lemon gravy, pasta veggie dish. Yum. Yeah, and maybe something else if you get ambitious. You had tacos already. Amazing. Mexican food is what's on the menu. Okay, last one, I think. Because I don't think we can sneak this amount of filling into another wrapper without it feeling too empty. And this one is gonna be massive. That's one for Sammy. That's a Sammy-sized enchilada. Yeah, friends don't let friends cook with Kate before lunchtime. Yes. I feel like I should have cut the end off of these tortillas just so I didn't have to squish them in like that, but we don't want to waste food, so we're rolling with it. Literally rolling with it. Looks good. So perfect. All right, now we can pour a little bit more sauce over the top. I'm gonna clean up the edges, otherwise that's gonna bake on like no tomorrow. And then sprinkle with our cheese, and this is going into the oven. I want to reserve a little bit of the sauce for garnish as well, and we're gonna blend some avocado into it. You finally achieved a good puff on your homemade corn tortillas. And another 1,000 batches. Yeah, you'll qualify for Mexican grandmother level. Hey, cooking girl. How's it going? Slow cooking down previous smoked pork for homemade tamales. Heck yeah. And fish tacos. Sounds delish. Goat meat casserole with cabbage. You guys, you are like getting into it. So with enchiladas, obviously it's pretty saucy. And then the edges don't really get much sauce at all, which is kind of one of my favorite parts about this dish because you get a good textural contrast between some things maybe being soggy, and then you get the crispy tortilla on the edges and crispy cheese. Might put just a touch more. Time for cheese. That sauce would be really good on fish tacos. Yep. Yeah, we used to blend avocado into the salsa verde when I worked at the taqueria, Tres Carnales, and they called it guacatillo. You're gonna do a stream, Sporks? That would be so cool. Can you come and be a guest on my stream? That would be fun. Oh, you can your own salsa verde. Lovely. And then you blend avo into it. Yeah, it is underrated for sure. Okay, this is looking really nice. Okay, I'm just gonna take one quick photo before this goes in, and then I'll have a photo when it comes out as well. Yes. And we're going into the oven, guys. So creamy smoked turkey enchiladas. Should take around 15 minutes, it says, at 400 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't like enchiladas being a soupy mess either, and I don't think we added too much sauce on the bottom either. It looks really good. And actually, it says to first bake this with foil, and then at the end we can take the foil off, and that's when we brown up the cheese. So for the first part of baking this dish is we are just heating everything through. So we're keeping the steam inside to basically meld everything together and warm it up quicker. Then we take the foil off and create our caramelization and browning. If we left the foil off the whole time, it would brown too quickly. Watch your ears, guys. I'm gonna tear some foil. Goodbye. C920s, it's 922 just in case you need the background filter thingy. Yeah. Yeah, sauce balance, Nirvana. I'm sorry, Nike. I'm sorry, man. But this can be a recipe that you look forward to making. When you're done your little testing, your little keto thing, you can always make it later on. Okay, let's do 10-minute timer to start. We'll check it then. Hopefully take the foil off. Should be bubbling when you go to take the foil off, so everything should be nice and hot. And then it will only take a couple of minutes to brown up the cheese. Like wintertime and fall food is perfect for making casseroles. Almost like a one-pot wonder, but not quite. Okay, I'm gonna put the extra tortillas away, the sour cream, and then we'll blend the avo into our salsa verde. Yeah, Sporks we're actually looking to get rid of our extra webcams as well. If you feel like you need more, maybe we can send it your way. Yeah, restaurants never seem to casserole, and that's something that when I was still working in the restaurant is we kind of laughed at. It's like, imagine a restaurant that was just casseroles. It would never happen. Because it's an idea that, I mean, chefs are scared to commit to, right? It's like, if I just do casseroles, who's gonna eat that? But I'm pretty sure so many people would go to that restaurant. It's like, have what? Maybe 8 or 10 different casseroles to choose from? Would be so cool. Yeah, there's gotta be a market for it somewhere. But that's also, like, think about service-wise. Is like most casseroles take half an hour to bake. What if everyone wants the same casserole and you sell out? Then you're expecting people to wait half an hour for the next one to bake if you weren't ready for it. There's definitely some downsides to it. Casserole science, my friends. Yeah, casserole food truck, let's do this. Just like do mini casseroles maybe. Just the little casseroles in the little foil containers. Amazing. Yeah, most people are just looking for a good home-cooked meal. Let's check out this avo. Tuna noodle, yes. Mom used to make that one. Cheese and potato chips on top. Oh, that's a nice avo when the pit just like rolls out. What? A cheese pizza raid. Welcome in, guys. Also, hi, Annie. How was the pizza today? So you guys just missed us. We just put the enchiladas into the oven, but I did take a photo so I can give you guys that. They're just covered with foil currently, so there's not much to see. But this is where we're at so far. They've been rolled, sauced, and cheesed, so they're gonna bake for about 10 minutes, and then we get to take the foil off and brown up the cheese and make it delicious. So while that's baking we're just blending some avocado into the salsa verde that we made for the dish to make kind of like a creamy salsa verde instead. How was the pizza, guys? What did you make? Cheese, thank you so much for the raid. You're experimenting with some dough variations and they turned out less than stellar. I mean, that has to happen when you cook though, so that you learn, right? Is you have to make those mistakes, whether they're serious ones or not. And that way you learn what you have to do to make it proper. And yeah, even though the dough is not good, at least the toppings were still delicious. What toppings did you use? Okay, this avo might make the salsa too thick. So we'll see once we start blending it if maybe we have to add a touch more liquid to it. I was like, where's the top to the blender? So far, so good, guys. It did make it a touch thicker. It's looking so good though. I think that's one of my favorite salsas, is adding the avocado to the salsa verde. All right, cheese, you did a Bianca basic white pie. Do you consider a Bianca to have like a white sauce, or is it just olive oil? Because I've heard either or. Ricotta, part skim mozz, and fresh mozz, romana and basil. Oh yeah, just cheese. Just that cheese pizza. The poll winner was the Bombay. Tamarind chicken pizza, red onion, red pepper, mango chutney, goat and matzah. Yum. You just did ricotta, yeah, and Derp forgot the olive oil. That's okay. Okay, I'm so happy with this. So happy. Our timer is going off in 2 minutes. To check our enchiladas, we get to uncover the foil, see what's happening. A new pumpkin recipe, pumpkin cheesecake with a crumble top. Yeah, I'll be there, cooking girl. I will be there. And a layered filling? That sounds so decadent. We got a Sammy. He appears.
This is the greatest sweater. It fits over my headphones.
Oh, nice.
So that I can sit with my headphones inside of it.
Scott, you need to find a decent paleo cookie recipe. Paleo.
Hey, Cookie.
Can you have butter?
Hey, Trauma. Hey, Ryan. How's your internet and such? You guys got power all good again?
Yeah, that beard though. Ginger snaps were horrendous. Okay, what are the paleo rules?
Cutting board looks really good.
Yeah, I gave it a good like scrub with the pastry knife. Smoothed it back out and oiled it up before the stream. I'll do it again and again.
And again.
And make it better.
We still got ordered the Star Wars trivet.
Whoa, 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 Titan. I don't remember this conversation. And I'm a little bit sad. Because that pumpkin cheesecake sounded so good. Let's see. Is it bubbling? Ooh, okay. This is what I'm using real quick before we open it. Booze block, because that's where the cutting board is from. It's called mystery oil. Works so well. And then they also have this little spongy to put it on your board.
I also use it for a beer.
No, you don't. Yeah, majestic. Okay, we're just starting to melt and warm up. I can feel the middle is still a bit cold, so let's recover this and do maybe 7 more minutes. 7 more.
Ghee is butter with milk salt.
Keep her going. Exactly, Cookie. We just gotta keep her going. The hard work is done. Actually, really, the hardest part is waiting. Let's be honest here, guys.
Is it ready yet?
Yeah, are we there yet?
See how much difference it is with natural light coming in here? Your eyes aren't super dark.
You can have ghee, not butter, no dairy, gluten, soy, processed stuff. Only natural sweeteners like honey, molasses, and maple. So no dairy, gluten, or soy. I feel like the ghee is what might be holding you back. Is you probably want the dairy solids in the butter, and that's what gives your cookie like a really nice soft texture. So that is definitely a challenge. Almond flour, yeah. Yeah, you'd have to do a mixture of flours for sure. Yeah, you tried ghee in a cookie and it was not that good. Turned out drier. Maybe, what if you did a mixture of coconut oil and coconut cream? So you still get the creaminess that you're looking for. And maybe that would not make the cookie as dry. I just don't know how strong of the coconut flavor you want in the cookie.
Real strong.
Sammy wants a really strong coconut flavor. Paleo cookies. I mean, the best bet would be to look for the recipes that have a lot of reviews.
We should do a paleo cookie.
Yeah. What about this recipe? Paleo chocolate chip cookies with a vegan option. It's got 4.9 stars out of 5 and 166 reviews.
I like it.
Even just having the basic dough recipe, and then you can add or take away ingredients depending on how you want it to taste.
So if you want a butterscotch chocolate chip cookie, makes 50/50.
Yeah. Or like take the chocolate chips out and add your ginger spices to make the ginger cookie. Bakerita. I'll post it in chat for you guys. This is what I'm looking at. Use the cream and seafood chowder? Yes. Yeah, coconut cream or coconut milk and seafood chowder is so good. Coconut cream pie. The best one I ever had, Sporks, was from a spot in Vancouver called Blackrook Bakery, and they put a layer of dark chocolate inside the pie shell before they put the coconut filling in. So you got like this dark chocolate crunch when you ate the pie. Insane. I need to make that.
Best coconut cream pie I've ever had.
Yeah, the best one ever. Okay, 5 minutes. Vion, how are you? Good to see you. You've been there? Yes. I love when people watching the stream actually know what I'm talking about.
What?
Sporks has been to Blackrook.
What?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and a Claire raid?
Oh man.
Woohoo! That's right, you lived in Whistler. I was trying to remember where out here you lived. Thank you so much, Claire. Wait, it's coffee time? Oh goodness. I'm already caffeinated. Does that count? Hi, Scoozy. Welcome in, guys. How was the stream? T-Dot? What did Claire make today? Yeah. Oh, you still have a little bit of coffee left.
Cheers.
You get a cheers from Sammy. So we are waiting on enchiladas, baking in the oven. This is what they looked like pre-bake. So inside of there, smoked turkey, some corn, cheese, and a salsa verde sauce. So we're just waiting for them to heat through, and then we will brown up the cheese on top a little bit, and we get to eat. It was Persian, yum. I love like Middle Eastern and Persian food. What kind of dishes did you make? Aw, thanks, T-Dot. Scat, you printed that recipe. I'm glad I could help. Maybe I will make that recipe sometime very soon, and then we can see if it works. Oh, B Sultan, I've seen him in your chat. He came over from England to stream. That is so cool, Claire. That is what I want to do here too. You guys made Persian rice, Persian flatbread, aubergine stew, which is eggplant, spinach dip, and Persian rice pudding. Yum. That is a feast. You guys did some cooking for sure. All right, guys, who's gonna be the guest star in the Cook with Kate stream? Whoa, Scat. What are you doing? I turned my back for 1 second. $1,500 bits? Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop. One step closer to the new kitchen sink. Thanks, Scat. I so appreciate it. I hope you know that. You want Tabatai to come in with into the Cook with Kate stream? I mean, we've already done one together. You vote for LA? That would be fun, I think. LA and I together in the kitchen, we would make some delicious things. Yeah, or you know, like an dog. We've never cooked together yet, really, on stream. Yeah, it would be chill vibes for sure, Vune. Okay. 50 seconds on the timer. The torture. Yeah, guys, tomorrow actually we're doing a co-stream with Tabatai Cooking during the day. This is starting at 11 a.m. PST. We're doing a co-stream for the St. Jude charity, trying to raise some money for the kiddos together. So Cooking for the Kids is what the campaign is called. We're doing it with Team Bonin. So it should be pretty fun. And the logistics of this, just stop this timer before it interrupts me, is how many ingredients did you guys choose, Sam? How many ingredients were we allowed to choose? I think it's 5 ingredients each that we chose. And then we have to each use like 3 from each other's ingredient list and go from there. And then I think the way that we're gonna do it is for extra donos, you guys can add more ingredients to the stream and make it more challenging for us. There's so, thank you for the follow. There's also another surprise. Ah! Okay, enchilada time once again. Hopefully it's bubbling. And I think we're safe to take the foil off now. Yeah, is it Sunday yet? Almost. Almost there. This is smelling good. Oh yeah. You know it's good when you get the cheese sticking to the foil. Okay, it's bubbling around the edges, so we know it's nice and hot in the center now. All we gotta do is brown up that cheese. So I think I'll just turn the broiler on. Broil that baby up. Looking so good. And smelling even better. I wish you guys could smell this right now. Get our plate out, put these back in. Broiler should be good now. Vune, what's gonna happen? Yeah, time for Vune to lose his bones. What about Dog? Vune. Too good. Oh, there it is. Cookie will just clean up after you. Oh, wow. Oh, there it is. Polish is like, oh no. Yeah, oops. I don't think that's supposed to happen when you gamble. There it is. Even out the playing field a bit, guys. We can either learn from this experience or keep going forward the same way. I'll let you guys decide. Okay, I'm gonna be peeking in the oven like a little kid because I don't want this to burn. Get the light on, spread the towel curtains. and get the prime viewing. The edges of the tortilla is already browning. The cheese is starting to bubble. Heck yeah. I might do a little rotate of the pan as well. Yeah, reboot for 1 minute and we've gone to Vegas. Oh my gosh, this is smelling good, you guys. This might be a new favorite recipe. If you guys want to check it out, use the recipe command. Almost there. Are ovens different from others? Keep the door slightly open when broiling or not? I usually never do until the very end, just so I can watch it. But I remember the oven always being like propped open when I was a kid and we would broil stuff. Okay, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. Ho, 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 yeah. I think I want to take a video of this bubbling cheesy goodness. Yum. It looks all right, Matt. And lucky for you is there is meat in this. We got some meat in the stream today. And almost every other day too. Okay, these are like molten hot right now. So let's just get set up for plating, let them rest for a sec. And then I think to serve it is I'll cut one maybe in half and we'll kind of prop it up on itself. Nike, you're moist. So are these enchiladas. Rockstar browning, thank you. I mean, using the right cheese also helps. I find that cheddar always browns the best. And we used a white cheddar with herb and garlic in it today. Nice, Matt, Chinese food. That's a good thing to order on a Saturday. Although what, you were really disappointed? It was a new place? Dang, dude. Well, I guess now you know. That's always like a risk that we have to take, right? When a new spot opens up, it's like, should probably try it, and then you know whether or not you're gonna eat from there again. Probably in your case, you're not gonna order from there again. Okay, so I think maybe a touch of sauce on the bottom of the plate to start. And this is the sauce that we blended avocado into. So it's just a touch different from what we used for the enchiladas, is it's a bit creamier and thicker, as we can see. I think I want to just do this with it. A nice circle. I hate burning my mouth, Sporks, which is why I am not going into there right away. Hate burning my mouth. Your crab ragoons were little rice paper balls? The heck? And the cashew chicken was like a soup? What are they doing? Nike, the only place you should order cashew chicken is like in Thailand, because that was life-changing for me. Okay, I am really loving this one on the end here. So the cool part about this is that we should easily be able to cut in between the enchiladas. And then, like I said, is I wanted to cut it in half to serve it, just so it's a little bit easier to eat maybe. It's definitely gonna get messy. It's a saucy mess. Just go into this already knowing that. I think I might just use this spatula. Drink? Oh gosh, here you go, Matt. Staying hydrated. Sporks, you're Mexi food stupid. I mean, sometimes we just can't help it though when it looks so good. Oh, I might have not cut it all the way through. There we go. Okay, first little bit. Put that there. Trying not to touch this pan either because I know it is so hot right now. This is just a dang good mess. That's for sure. It needs to be liquor. I am so into this. Yes. Okay, now we get to try it. There are not 3 different cheeses. There is only one cheese, and it is an urban garlic cheddar. It's a lot of green. It's true. Okay. I'm gonna go from the inside first. Let's see how everything melded together. And yes, it is still steaming big time, so I'm gonna cool it off a bit. Oh. We could have added some chopped cilantro on top. But honestly, there are just some times where I plate a dish knowing that it doesn't need anything else. Even though maybe it doesn't look the most beautiful or appetizing. In this instance, it tastes so perfect that I don't think it needs anything else for garnish. Urban garlic. I just saw that. Amazing, you guys. Yeah, Sporks, there's no plating from you. You just eat it right out of the dish.
I would do the same.
Sammy does the same sometimes. He's getting saucy with it. Let's see what he thinks.
Then you put this on top?
Yeah, on top or on the side, up to you.
what this needs?
Hmm.
Some zombie snot.
It has a little bit of spice already, so I would taste that first. I put 3 chilies in it.
Good.
Thank you for the follow. You're the third.
For a reason, we gotta get good at it.
Some Tonys. Sammy's going with zombie snot. Where's Nike at? I'm happy that we put corn in here because that sweetness helps cut the spice, but I like having a moderate amount of spice in Mexican food. Nike, you're here. Sam has put some zombie snot on his enchiladas. First enchilada experience right here, guys. This is a big one. We didn't blend the corn. We just used corn kernels. Tasty? I'm really liking the smoked turkey in it. What are you doing?
What happened?
Why is he giving me hot stuff? Yeah, Tony's is actually really delicious. It's just like a Cajun seasoning cooking grill. It's super good on chicken. Oh, you make your own. Nice. That's a good way to do it as well. Then you can control the salt level. It's really spicy.
It's good.
Okay, let's try some of our crispy part. Yeah, never had one before. I know sporks. I know. This guy. I was like, I need to make this for you then. I mean, the way that I grew up eating enchiladas was like, there's chicken, fried onions, sour cream, and like the canned green enchilada sauce on the inside rolled, and then Old El Paso salsa on top and cheddar cheese. That's like the most basic. Oh, Vune hasn't either though. You Germans. Oh, you too. Are we in a small town? Yeah. Town population, I think, is like 10,000. Nom nom indeed, Cookie. That one's gone.
I'm good with one for now.
He's good with one. It's pretty filling. There's lots of vegetables blended into the salsa. Thanks, Cookie. Wow, you guys, super generous today. Yeah, at the speed that the first one disappeared, this may not be your last one.
Definitely not.
So I guess next time we gotta do the red one then.
Yeah.
Okay, we did a green enchilada. Now the next time we do a rendition, we'll do a red version. So good.
Zombie's not so tasty.
Thank you, Cookie, for the 1,000 biddies.
So tasty.
Green, this is my first green enchilada experience and I am so into it. And I am also very ready to go crush this post-stream.
What's a chimichanga?
Hey, iShot. Chimichanga is, I believe, it is filled and then fried. And then you put the sauce on it and bake it. But I don't know what the point of frying it is if you're gonna sauce it again. I think that's just making it insanely unhealthy for no reason, but hopefully it would keep its texture.
Depending on how fast you eat it.
Send you some of this home smoked peppers. Oh, home picked smoked peppers. That would be amazing, cooking girl. I mean, we have a couple of things to use for the red one. I brought back some peppers from when we were in San Diego with Tabatai. So chile morita, and then I still have guajillos, and that might be it. Okay, I'm just going to find someone to raid for us. Unless you guys have any recommendations, I am always into that, especially on the weekends. Okay, chimichanga is a deep fried burrito. All right, I don't have a ton of people on. Do you guys have people? Like, nobody is streaming right now. This is interesting. Okay, we got Cosmic Hat. Let's do this. Turkey dinner time. There is a fellow Canadian viewed? Who we got? Talk to me. Verowack? She is gaming. Okay, should we do Mama Nostariel? Since that's new. Siri doesn't know what we should do. Mama Nostariel. Is Cosmic Cat Canadian? Okay, that I didn't know. So I want to go there instead. We take care of our fellow Canadians. Okay, and it's not an O, it's a 0. That's the only thing I need to know. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Thank you so much for all the biddies today. The 2 raids from both Cheese Pizza and Claire. Thank you guys. And we will be back tomorrow. Like I said earlier in the stream, we're doing a co-stream with Tabatai Cooking. There is an ingredient challenge involved. So hope to see you guys then. We're starting at 11 a.m. PST. Okay, that's it for now. Bye guys. Have a wonderful day.